The end is near. It is.
What's it feel like going into this week?
Man, I still can't believe it. But it all goes by so fast. It'll be Sunday before I know it, and it'll all be over, and it'll be on to the next. So, I mean, it was gonna happen one way or another. So, I remember being emotional, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's kind of nice to know that your final home game will be so significant. I mean, there's a lot of stakes in it.
That's pretty cool that they have a chance to come in here and potentially win the division, and we have a chance to keep our hopes alive. And I wouldn't want it any other way, honestly. I mean, it's going to be a big game. They're a great team, and we're just excited for the challenge, and I'm happy the last one in the Valley can be so significant.
For you, what would it be? Obviously, it'd be big to win this weekend, but looking at your career in full, you can close out your career with a 34-game winning streak.
Yeah. So Coach Sweeney keeps saying the senior class can finish undefeated. My situation is a little weird because it's 6 years, so I've lost to Pittsburgh at home. That's my only home loss, my freshman year. But yeah, so over the past, we haven't lost a game in like 5 years at home, and it'd be pretty cool to go out, like you said, the longest win streak at home and keep it going. Not only for our class, but for next year and the year after that, just keep the momentum going.
Obviously, the talent makes a big difference as to why you guys have won. You've had great teams in the past, but what is it about Death Valley that makes it incredibly tough for opponents to come in and play with this atmosphere?
It's all about the fans. I think we obviously it's a great stadium, but the fans make it what it is. The energy they bring, the passion. It's just a special place. It's you can feel it when you're playing in the stadium, and I'm gonna miss it a lot when it's done.
What do you think that moment will be like on the hill? Just kind of look at gaze upon Death Valley one last time before
Oh, I don't want to think about it just yet. Yeah, I was telling Ross, like, I don't know how emotional I'll get before because I got to be locked in, but definitely after the game, whatever happens, I'm gonna be looking around, just trying to take it all in, but man, it's surreal when you're up there looking around. It's a special moment, and to all the young guys out there, don't wish them away, because just like that, it's done.
Wake Forest, you've played their offense a few times now. Just what stands out about what they do is different from everyone else?
They're weird, obviously. They got their RPO little scheme, and Hartman and the boys, they do a good job at. They're very cohesive. That's one thing you notice when you watch them is they all know the plan, they know the scheme, and they execute at a high level. They average like 50 points a game. They're the only team in the country that's put up at least 35 a game in every game. And so it's going to be a challenge. They're good. They got playmakers, and they play hard. They play together.
That gets you a little extra. Not that you're going to need any extra fired up, but man, this defense having an opportunity against one of the best offenses.
Yeah. And I think we've seen great offenses all year too. So this is just another one on that list, and but on paper, points wise, one of the best. So. Just being in the last game in the Valley is enough motivation for me. It doesn't matter who we were playing, but no, it'll be a good one.
Y'all have been able to slow them down pretty well over the years. What do you feel like y'all have done well?
Just being physical, playing good team defense. At the end of the day, this is like guarding the triple option. With how they run things, and but that pass is the pass, man. If we, that doesn't mean anything. So, they're a different team, we're a different team, and it's about can we execute right here, right now. So.
Maybe it's kind of a weird line for you to walk to be nostalgic about your college career and still so many important games ahead of you over the next few weeks.
Yeah, kind of, but yeah, it's weird, man. The last one, like, are you kidding me? This is the last one ever. Like, just a couple weeks ago, I was like, okay, I got 2 left, and now it's like we're already here. Like, I'm about to play the last one this week. It's the last week of practice where I'm playing at home. I think about that a lot. But like you said, a lot of things can happen. Like, we're still not out of the ACC championship race. So I don't want to get too caught up in, oh, it's being the last game, because like you said, there is a lot of opportunity out there, a lot of big games, including this one that, could have a big effect on the last couple weeks of our season.
You'll always kind of be in that rare spot of being a guy who had 6 years of college football. As you kind of start to shift towards the future, how do you put into perspective what Clemson's meant to you?
Oh man, words can't describe, what this, what Clemson's done for me, the things I've learned while I'm here, kind of the man it's turned me into, the perspective. That's the biggest thing, I think. The perspective you gain or learn, when you play for, Coach Sweeney and Coach Venables and all these great, coaches and staff and all these just people in general in the building. I mean, you look at life a lot differently when you're here, when they help you grow, and that's the biggest takeaway. You become a great football player. You'll become a good, student, and you'll have all these opportunities to do great things. But the perspective you gain about how to look at life is like, it changes you, And so no matter what you do, whatever it is, it's special, dude. I'm so thankful for all these years I've had here, and I'm so thankful I decided to come back, because I think, I grew a lot my first 5, but I think I've grown the most as a person, as a man, these last 6 months, to be honest with you. I don't know. I guess I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I know, life's coming, and I don't know. I just, at first I didn't want to come. Of course, I want to try to go to the league last year. Right? I want to try to move on, but God had other plans, and I got hurt, but so the last, year, I've really gotten the chance to lead, be led, and grow even more as a person, more than I thought that I would the last year. So.
Anything for James from Zoom? Anybody else?
You like that coach saying that y'all look like a bunch of wounded dogs on the side of the road? You're still alive?
Hey man, we're limping along. We keep finding a way though. We keep finding a way. So I think we are a wounded dog a little bit. I think the most injuries I've ever seen since I've been here, most adversity we've seen. Well, we're still alive. We're still alive. We're still limping. We're still moving.
Anybody else?
What has Sam Hartman done so well this year?
Competed. I mean, that guy. He trusts the process. He has faith in the scheme and his buddies around him. His brothers around him, and he just. Even look at last week's game. I think he was like 20 of 46, like 3 picks, right? So on paper, it's like, oh, he didn't probably play that well. I watched the whole game. I thought he played his ass off. He just keeps battling. When his team needs him the most, he's there, and he's making plays. So, he just competes from start to finish and gives them a chance to win in the moments that they need him most.
All right. Thanks, James.
Appreciate y'all.